Tell us, how big of a deal is this?
Well, you know, for 20 years, I've been railing against the fact that we are almost the only Western democracy that combines two incompatible roles. The Attorney General is a political advisor to the president as a member of the cabinet. His job as a member of the cabinet is to try to make the president reelected and to do his political bidding. But he's also the chief law enforcement officer of the United States. In that capacity, he's supposed to be objective and neutral and nonpartisan. It is a schizophrenic job. Nobody can do it. Obama's attorney general couldn't do it. He erred on the side of being too partisan. John Kennedy appointed his own brother. Ronald Reagan appointed his private lawyer, the guy who wrote his will, to be the attorney general. It is an impossible job to do. No attorney general can serve two masters. On the one hand, political advisor to the president as a member of the cabinet, and the other hand, neutral, objective, law enforcement chief official. It can't be done. Barr did as well as you can do in that job under the circumstances. He tried to strike the appropriate balance. Nobody can do it.
You know, we talked to Rhett Tillman earlier. He said this is not a big deal to happen during a transition, but you got to feel, I wonder how Jeff Rogan is feeling right now. Is this a big deal, and what does it look like for him?
Jeff, you mean Rosen?
Yes, Jeff Rosen.
Well, he's a very able guy, and the proof that it's not designed to bring somebody in who's going to change everything is they're bringing in Barr's deputy. Barr's deputy is going to follow Barr's processes. He's not going to dramatically revolutionize. It's not as if he brought in somebody who is going to do his bidding politically. We're going to see a 1-month period now where the same policies will apply with just a different person at the head.
But isn't that the problem inherently, that if you're the president, you're frustrated with Bill Barr and what he hasn't done on Hunter Biden, what he didn't do on and then you go, okay, we're going to get rid of him, but we'll appoint the deputy, as you just point out, that pretty much is going to be, 2.0 version.
There's no question, and all presidents are always going to be frustrated. Look, Bill Clinton picked somebody he didn't know. He did a great thing. He picked somebody he didn't know, Janet Reno, and he regretted it for all of his 8 years because he couldn't control her. And look what happened. She turned against him. He was impeached. He was disbarred. All of these things happened. He didn't have loyalty from his attorney general because he picked somebody. He had to pick a woman. He promised his wife he'd pick a woman, and he picked somebody he didn't know. And she was a phenomenal attorney general in terms of chief law enforcement officer, and a terrible attorney general in terms of a political aide to the president. We have to break that office up in the future.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.